Good morning, all of you. How are you? Hope you are all fine. Do you like to hear stories? Do you like to read stories? Do you like to write stories? Yes, you are like to hear stories. You are like to read stories, and someone like to write stories. Okay, can you say names of some writers? Yes, R.K. Narayan. Yes, Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, William Shakespeare, William Wordsworth. Okay. Do you hear the name Ruskin Bond? Yes, Ruskin Bond is a well-known Indian English writer. He is a short story writer, he is a novelist, etc. And here we are reading a short story named The Adventures in a Banyan Tree, written by Ruskin Bond. Can you say some words about banyan tree? Yes, banyan tree is the national tree of India. It is a symbol of immortality, and under the banyan tree, our Gautam Buddha got enlightenment. Okay. Now let us read a story. Let us read the story. Okay. Are you interested? Yes. The main characters in the stories are a boy, grandfather, grandmother, a cobra, a mongoose, a squirrel, and a white rat. Now, let me read. The house was in grandfather's domain, but the banyan tree was mine. It was because grandfather was 65 years old, so he could not climb the tree. The tree was older than grandfather. My first friend in the banyan tree was a small grey squirrel. At first, he was not friendly with me. He became friendlier when he found that I did not harm myself. I gave him pieces of cake and biscuits. Thus, we became friends. His friends and relatives probably thought that he was headstrong. It was because he trusted a human. In the spring, birds of all kinds flocked into the tree. Halfway up the tree, I built a platform. I used to read books there. It was not very hot there. Once while I was sitting there, I saw a fight between a mongoose and a cobra. The two warriors stood face to face below the tree. The mongoose was 3 feet long and the cobra was 6 feet long. Both were super fighters. When the fight began, there came a myna and a crow as onlookers. The cobra darted its forked tongue in and out, but the mongoose could not be tricked. He made a fan to one side, but he jumped reality to the other side. The cobra struck, but the mongoose bit the snake on the back. Then he jumped into a safety place. The moment the cobra struck, the myna and the crow flew towards the cobra, but they only collided heavily in the mid-air. Again, the snake tried to strike the mongoose, but failed. The mongoose bit the snake again and moved to a place of safety. At the third round, the myna and the crow flew towards the snake, but they missed the mark. The myna flew on, but the crow got struck. The snake got tired. The mongoose snapped the snake at the head and dragged it into the bushes. The myna flew away with a cry of congratulation. I told grandfather of the fight. He said that snakes should be kept away and mongoose encouraged. There was another unusual friendship in the banyan tree. There was a great squirrel and a white rat. Often they went off together on little excursions among the branches. After some days, I found that the squirrel had started building a nest. At first, she tried building it in my pocket. Later, I found a nest in a hole in the tree. There were 3 white baby squirrels amongst the wool. Grandfather had never seen white squirrels before. When he gazed the baby squirrels, I mentioned the friendship between a white rat and the squirrel. So grandfather said that the white baby squirrels must be in the offspring of the white rat. Okay, let's conclude. And I give you a activity. Do you like to write some words about the friendship between the human beings and the animals?